The Bad Batch finale has come and gone, and now Star Wars fans have nothing better to do than stare at a wall and do nothing.
Incorrect.
Tales of the Empire is tomorrow, The Acolyte is in 1 month, and we are just getting started for Star Wars content in 2024. But not only that, The Bad Batch Season 3 just set up possibly 2 shows, which could be our next multi-season animated TV shows for Star Wars in this early Empire post-Order 66 time period. Now, one of these shows is a continuation of the Clone arc that we've been on for 10 seasons, with 7 being the Clone Wars and 3 being the Bad Batch. In the other one of these shows might be the coolest idea that nobody is talking about, so let's dive in to all of it. But before we do, we have to celebrate not only that great season of the Bad Batch, but we just hit 50,000 subscribers on this channel. I cannot thank you guys enough for hitting that subscribe button, and I appreciate every last one of you. But enough of that bullshit. Let's get back to business. The first of these 2 shows that was set up in this Bad Batch Season 3 is a Clone Rebellion show. This show would follow Captain Rex, Echo, Gregor, Hauser, and more clones as they start the rebellion as they save clones all across the galaxy from the Empire, starting with Wolf. This Clone Rebellion show has been teased out throughout the entire 3rd season of The Bad Batch, from Wolf in episode 7, where we got to see Commander Wolf let our heroes go, which is against the orders of the Empire. And we do know that Wolf eventually comes around to Rex's side and is redeemed because he's a good guy when it comes to Star Wars Rebels, which is years later. He's one of the only clones left with Rex and Gregor. Another tease towards the Clone Rebellion show is 1 episode earlier when Tech is giving Omega this bow-type blaster and says that he has met a lot of friends across the galaxy. Now, most fans thought that this was going to come into play in the finale, where those so-called friends were going to show up and save the day, but that didn't happen. So now it's likely that this line was teasing at a possible future show where we get to see Echo and Rex actually run into these friends as they go on missions across the galaxy. Now, the final piece of evidence for this Clone Rebellion show is a scene that almost no one is talking about, and that is this scene in the finale between Echo and Emery. Echo is talking about the planet Pantora, where Senator Chuchi is from. Chuchi is the senator from Season 2 who is trying to get clones' rights in the Senate. She's helping Rex and the others save these clones. And Emery tells Echo that she is willing to help in any way she can. She has a lot to make up for all the years that she spent helping the Empire. But she also has a lot of crucial information about the Empire, knowing how they work and what they were doing on Mount Tantus. And let's not forget, Emery could play a big part in this Clone Rebellion show because she is a clone. And even when Echo and Emery are leaving Pabu, it seems like they are still setting up this show, as this almost feels like the last time the Bad Batch will ever see Echo again. Especially after we find out that the Bad Batch don't leave Pabu and they grow old there. So the second option for this spin-off show that the 3rd season of the Bad Batch set up might be one of the coolest ideas ever. And if it becomes a multi-season animated Star Wars show, it might go down as one of the best ever in history. This is an Asajj Ventress Quinlan Voss Hidden Path TV show. I actually think that this show is more likely than the Clone Rebellion show, and here's why. First of all, what is the Hidden Path? Well, the Hidden Path has been mentioned in 2 different projects recently in the Star Wars galaxy, the Obi-Wan Kenobi show and Jedi Survivor. This Hidden Path is like the Underground Railroad of the Star Wars galaxy, where Jedi who survived Order 66 are going through these hidden paths to stay away from the Empire, and the Inquisitors and Darth Vader who are hunting them down. Now, Asajj Ventress was only in episode 9 of this 3rd season and never showed up again. And many fans, myself included, thought that this season was going to end setting up an Omega and Ventress show, as Ventress would teach Omega in the ways of the Force. But that didn't happen. However, this Ventress show is still very much a possibility. There has to be a reason that they brought Asajj back from the dead, because in this canon novel, Dark Disciple, Asajj Ventress dies. So she didn't just come back to say hi for 1 episode in the Bad Batch. And Quinlan Voss's involvement is because before Asajj died, her and Quinlan had a relationship. The reason Asajj turned to the light side in the first place was because she fell in love with Quinlan. And Quinlan has already been mentioned in relation to the Hidden Path in the Kenobi show. And this Hidden Path show would even involve the early days of the Inquisitors and Darth Vader hunting down the Jedi who survived Order 66, which maybe, just maybe, could involve us seeing Ventress versus Vader, which would be an amazing parallel to the many battles we see throughout the Clone Wars between Ventress and Anakin, but this time the roles will be reversed.
Well, well, well. How the turntables...
But the biggest piece of evidence for this Ventress and Voss Hidden Path show is what the voice actress for Asajj said. Nika Futterman, who has been voicing the character this entire time throughout the Clone Wars and the Bad Batch, said before the Bad Batch Season 3 even started that this appearance for Asajj Ventress in the Bad Batch Season 3 was just the appetizer for her return, meaning there will be an entree and hopefully a dessert, which is directly referencing a show that focuses on Asajj Ventress in the time period after the Bad Batch Season 3. So don't get me wrong, I want a Captain Rex, Echo, Gregor, Wolf, Clone Rebellion show. But to have a show with Asajj Ventress, Quinlan Voss, the Hidden Path, which would allow us to see many Jedi who survived Order 66, like Baylan Skoll, Grogu, and others, while also getting cool fight scenes between Quinlan, Asajj, and the Inquisitors, or maybe even Darth Vader, that sounds like one of the coolest opportunities for a TV show ever. Now, it is possible that even if only one of these shows is created, there could be some overlap, getting to see Rex and the other clones in the Ventress show, or getting to see Ventress and Voss in the Clone Rebellion show. But which show would you rather? This Bad Batch Season 3 set up both of these shows very, very well, but now we gotta decide which one would we rather, and Lucasfilm has to decide which one are they creating. Tell me in the comment section below, and there might have been a lot more that you might have missed in this Bad Batch Season 3 finale, but I break it all down in this video right here.